Have you ever found yourself looking at the stars of success, those people who seem to have been born with a magic wand in their hand, and wondered, how do they do it? What is the secret that separates them from us, mere mortals? Maybe you've even thought there's some sort of secret club, a hidden society where the successful share the keys to the kingdom of prosperity. And what if I told you that you're not so far from the truth, that there really is a secret, but it's within reach of us all? What I'm about to share with you isn't a magic trick, nor is it a miracle formula that will transform your life overnight. It's something much deeper, more powerful, and paradoxically simpler than you might imagine. It's a principle that has shaped human destiny since the dawn of time, although few have truly understood its potential. I'm talking about the law of attraction. You've probably heard of it, perhaps in casual conversations or in a self-help book. But what many don't realize is that this law isn't just another new age concept or an empty motivational theory. It's a fundamental force of the universe, as real and impactful as gravity or electromagnetism. At its core, the law of attraction asserts that what we focus our attention on, our thoughts and emotions, is what we attract into our lives. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Almost too obvious to be true. But the implications of this law are profound and far-reaching. It means that, consciously or not, we are constantly shaping our reality through our mental and emotional patterns. Think about that for a moment. What if every thought you have were like a seed planted in the garden of your life? What if every emotion you nurture were like water and nutrients for those seeds? Suddenly, the importance of cultivating positive thoughts and constructive emotions takes on a new dimension, doesn't it? But make no mistake, the law of attraction isn't a magic wand that will make all your wishes come true instantly. It's more like a compass, a powerful instrument that, when used correctly, can guide you in the direction of your boldest dreams. And this is where the inspiring story I want to share with you today comes in. Get ready to dive into the fascinating life of Richard Branson, the iconic British entrepreneur who built a global empire from scratch. Branson's story is not just a tale of business success, it's a living testament to the transformative power of the law of attraction when applied consistently with passion and unwavering faith. Throughout this story, you'll see how Branson, even without knowing, applied the principles of the law of attraction at every stage of his life. From his humble beginnings as a young dyslexic struggling in school to becoming one of the most recognized and admired businessmen in the world, Branson's life is a living proof that when we align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our deepest dreams, the universe conspires in our favor in ways that defy imagination. So settle in, open your mind, and prepare for a transformative story. Because by the end of this story, you will not only have a new perspective on success and personal fulfillment, but also practical tools to start applying the law of attraction in your own life. Who knows, maybe in a few years it will be your inspiring story we'll be telling. Are you ready to transform your life with the law of attraction? So start now. Visualize what you truly want and take the first step towards a life of abundance and purpose. Remember, the universe responds to your energy. My story begins in a small house in Blackheath, London, where I was born on July 18th, 1950. From an early age, I learned that life doesn't hand things to you on a silver platter. My parents, Ted and Eve Branson, were hardworking and principled people, but we were far from rich. My father was a lawyer, and my mother alternated between being a flight attendant and a craftswoman. They taught me the value of hard work, perseverance, and above all, imagination. But life had other plans to test my determination early on. From a young age, it became clear that I had dyslexia. School was a nightmare. The words danced before my eyes, mocking my inability to understand them. Numbers were even worse, blending into an incomprehensible mess. My teachers, frustrated with my apparent lack of progress, didn't hesitate to label me as stupid or lazy. One even told me, in front of the whole class, that I would probably end up in prison, or at best, sweeping the streets. Those words hurt, of course. There were nights I would cry silently in my room, wondering why I was so different, why I couldn't be normal like the other kids. But something inside me refused to accept that label, that sentence of failure they wanted to impose on me. Instead, I began to dream. And they weren't small dreams. They were grand visions of an extraordinary life, full of adventures and achievements. It was at that time, without knowing it, that I began to apply the principles of the law of attraction. I remember spending hours lying on the grass in our small garden, looking up at the sky and imagining myself flying in my own plane, exploring distant lands, building companies that would change the world. I could feel the thrill of these adventures, the sweet taste of success, the satisfaction of proving everyone wrong about me. And without realizing it, I was planting the seeds of my future. My mother, Eve, was instrumental in this process. She always said, "Richard, if you believe you can do something, you can." Those words became my mantra, my anchor in moments of doubt. She taught me that the true limitation wasn't my dyslexia, but my mind. If I could dream, I could achieve. At 16, I made a decision that would change the course of my life. I dropped out of school. To many, this might have seemed like the end of hope, but to me, it was the beginning of everything. With my parents' support, I launched my first magazine, Student. I had no money, no experience, nothing but an idea and a fierce determination to make it work. I remember the day I sat down to visualize the magazine's success. I closed my eyes and allowed myself to dream big. I saw the printed pages, glossy and colorful. I smelled the fresh ink. I heard the excited buzz of readers discussing the articles. More than that, I felt the thrill of success, the pride of creating something from nothing, the gratitude for proving that I was capable. And then, as if the universe were responding to my call, things started to happen. Talented people showed up, offering to write articles. Advertisers got interested, seeing the potential in our young audience. Each small victory fed my confidence and made me dream even bigger. The success of Student was only the beginning. It gave me a taste for entrepreneurship and showed me that I could create something out of nothing with just the power of my vision and determination. It was the springboard for what would become the Virgin Group. The creation of Virgin Records was another moment where I saw the power of the law of attraction in action. I had a vision of a different record label that valued creativity and originality above all else. I envisioned innovative artists releasing music that would change the face of the industry. And once again, the universe responded. I remember the day we signed Mike Oldfield to release Tubular Bells. Many record labels had rejected the album, saying it was too experimental, that it would never sell. But I could hear the genius in that music. I closed my eyes and visualized the album topping the charts, people around the world amazed by that unique sound. And that's exactly what happened. Tubular Bells became a global phenomenon, selling millions of copies and establishing Virgin Records as a force to be reckoned with in the music industry. But the true test of the power of the law of attraction came when I decided to enter the aviation industry with Virgin Atlantic. Many called me crazy. "Richard," they said, "you know nothing about planes. How do you expect to compete with giants like British Airways?" But I had a clear vision, an airline that would make flying fun again, offering exceptional service at affordable prices. I spent months visualizing every detail of this dream airline. I could see the gleaming planes with the Virgin logo, feel the excitement of passengers boarding, hear the praises for our impeccable service. More importantly, I focused on the thrill of transforming the industry, proving that it was possible to do things differently and better. And as if by magic, though I know it was the direct result of this intense focus, the pieces began to fall into place. We found a used Boeing 747 at an incredible price. Talented industry professionals drawn by our vision joined the team. And when we finally took off on our inaugural flight, it was exactly as I had visualized. Passengers were delighted, the crew was excited, and I knew we had created something special. Of course, not everything was smooth sailing. Virgin Atlantic faced huge challenges, including a dirty war with British Airways and a financial crisis that nearly bankrupted us in 1992. These were testing moments when it would have been easy to succumb to fear and despair. But it was in those moments that the law of attraction proved most powerful. Instead of focusing on the problems, I doubled down on visualizing success. I spent hours each day imagining Virgin Atlantic not just surviving but thriving. I saw our planes crossing the skies, full of satisfied passengers. I felt the joy of overcoming adversity, the pride of proving the doubters wrong. And once again, the universe responded. Creative solutions emerged. Strategic partners appeared at the right moment. Our team came together with fierce determination to win. And we didn't just survive the crisis, we emerged stronger than ever, cementing our place as one of the world's most beloved airlines. Over the years, I've applied these same principles to all my ventures, from Virgin Mobile to Virgin Galactic. Each new project began with a clear vision, a vivid picture of what I wanted to create. I allowed myself to dream big, ignoring the voices, internal and external, that said it was impossible. Don't let your limitations and fears stop you from achieving what you deserve. Join our community and discover how the law of attraction can change your reality. Virgin Galactic, in particular, is a testament to the power of dreaming the impossible. When I announced that we wanted to make space travel accessible to civilians, many laughed. "That's science fiction," they said. But I could see it clearly. Ordinary people floating in space, looking at Earth in awe, returning transformed by the experience. I visualized every detail: the sleek design of the spacecraft, the excitement of the passengers preparing for launch, the breathtaking view of Earth from space. I felt the thrill of making history, of opening a new frontier for humanity. And step by step, that vision began to materialize. Brilliant engineers joined the project, drawn by the boldness of the vision. Investors who shared the dream came forward. And though we faced setbacks and tragedies along the way, the vision remained clear and unwavering. Today, we are on the brink of making commercial space travel a reality, something that seemed pure fantasy just a few decades ago. Looking back on my life, from that dyslexic boy struggling in school to the businessman at the helm of a global empire, I can clearly see how the law of attraction shaped every step of the way. It wasn't luck. It wasn't just hard work, though that certainly played a role. It was the power of holding a clear vision, passionately believing in that vision, and aligning my thoughts, emotions, and actions with that vision, no matter the obstacles. Do you want to learn more about how to unlock your potential and achieve your dreams? Subscribe to our channel and follow transformative content that could be what you need to create the life you always wanted. Reflecting on my life, it's clear to me that the law of attraction is not just an abstract theory, but a real and powerful force that shapes our lives. It's not a guarantee of easy or instant success, but a tool that, when used consistently and with intent, can help us create the life we desire. For those just starting or facing seemingly insurmountable challenges, I would say, keep your vision clear and positive. Visualize your success in vivid detail. Feel the emotions associated with that achievement, as if it's already happened. Stay grateful for what you already have, and open to the opportunities the universe presents to you. Remember, every thought you have, every emotion you nurture, is like a seed planted in the garden of your life. Tend to those seeds with care and love. Water them with positivity and gratitude, and you'll be amazed at the abundant harvest that will come. The path may be long and sometimes difficult, but if you keep your faith and persistence, if you continue aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your deepest dreams, there is no limit to what you can achieve. After all, as my mother always said, if you believe you can do something, you can. And I am living proof that this is true.